Good morning, guys. Today is the 16th. It is the Ftmo challenge series, and we do have some good news. Bad news still, though. I am obviously 7.8% down on a challenge, granted, but we did have some really nice moves that I was predicting, and it's very frustrating what I'm about to show you, okay? Because I would still be in if it wasn't for the spread. So if I never move my stop loss on EJ, there you go. That's a lesson learned, isn't it? But I'm about to show you what I mean. We have really nice setups on NJ, EJ, CADJ, and EU. Problem is, I can't take them all. I don't have this risk left on my account to risk of that much. So what I've done is I've gone on NJ, EJ, CJ, EJ I've gone in at 1%, and CADJ and NJ 0.5%. Yeah, let me just show you what I mean, right? So starting off with EU, right? What we had a consolidation, it blasted down, it liquidated these lows beautifully. I was looking for buys in this area only way, but yeah, I can see it's liquidated, and then look what happened, bang, bang. So basically all I'm looking for on EU is this action, right? Where it makes more highs. Nice flag. It's pretty good, isn't it? That's what I'm basically looking for. Oh, go away. On EU, CADJ, same thing. It came down, liquidated lows. It came in my area where I was looking. See, look, huge sell-off, price consolidated, bullish divergence, huge markup, showing that. Let's get one of these. The buyers are now in control. Okay, we had a nice flag retracement, but I didn't want to just take this. Which would be like 77 pips, which is completely fine. But I just want to get a tighter stop loss, because obviously I would be in this trade for a while and I've only really got 1 to 2.8, which is fine if you're in a personal account, or if you're in a challenge, well, not a challenge, but if you're in like a funded account where you're not in a time, it doesn't matter, you can take those trades all day, and I will do. But when it's in a challenge, I kind of want to get a tighter entry. So not only would I do those sort of trades, but also I'll wait for extra confirmation in my area. And as you can see, what you can see here is what you can see there. Flags down, liquidates the lows, pushes high. So now what I'm waiting for is price to do something like that. That's what I'm waiting for, on price to do. Whether that happens or not, because obviously today is Thursday, so basically price has moved up over 100 pips. I'm asking it to come back about 80 pips and then go up 250. So whether this happens this year or not, I don't know, because price could easily just run away from me right now. It could easily just keep on going, because if you have a look at DXY, I was looking at DXY, right, and I knew it was selling off. It was showing signs that just kept messing me, and what it do, it came back up to this weekly open area, which I had marked out. It already came to it once, hence why I thought, okay, it's selling off now. But what it do, came back to mitigate out of their orders up here, which they used to get into the weekly, push down, which makes sense, but I already thought they're in their discounted area, but they just wanted more off, the greedy people. See, so that's why I was selling from this area before, and it just went bang right up to the top. So fair enough, I knew DXY was selling off, and now it actually is. So hence why EU went bang bang, and that's what I'm expecting for an EU. EJ and NJ are the same situations. Expecting this to happen. Well, expecting it / wanting it to happen, because that is a 1 to 9 move. And NJ, same thing, right? Consolidated, exploded out, broke the highs, and I'm trading it back to a premium level. So I'm hoping for this sort of action, that sort of thing to go on. But yeah, so now it's literally just sitting on my hands, waiting for price to retrace. I'm hoping it retraces during London, and a nice push during New York. That's what I'm hoping for, but price at the moment, they're all sitting around 80 pips away from my entries. I'm going off the 4-hour time frame. But yeah, this is what I was hoping I was going to get at the start of the week. I never did. It's kind of frustrating now that I can't take all these setups, as I said, because I just don't have the risk to play with. So I'm trying to do the maximum as what I can, as what I've got to play with, basically. I've only got 2.2% risk left on the table to play with, and I'm using 2% of that at the moment. So if these trades work out, there's a big if, because it's got to move a lot of pips for it to work out. But if it goes, if NJ hits TP, CJ hits TP, and EJ only goes halfway, I could be looking at a free trial, baby. Yeah, because this is collectively like 13% or so, 15% growth from these free trades by doing 0.5% on CJ, 0.5% on NJ, and 1% on EJ. But yeah, so hopefully I get my free retake, because technically I've got this till June the 6th, as we've got my challenge till, yeah, June the 6th I got my challenge. So a little breathing space from these trades would be great, but will it happen before Christmas? That's the question. Will it happen over Christmas? That is another question, you know? Markets could be going really slow now. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the last massive impact news week of the year, but we'll just have to see what happens. Could be some good setups for next year if it doesn't happen. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully we get some retracement during London.
Just another thing as well, guys, that obviously I was selling GN and I was selling EN. So this is GN at the moment, right? And obviously it just took me out by a smidge, just a smidge. So it was literally just a pure manipulation run. So I was very unlucky in that, because it never normally happens. It either makes it equal high or just below and makes you scared, but this just took it. So obviously, whoever did that in the world, fair play. I hate you, but there you go. So price is now selling off as I predicted. Could be in for a nice run, but I think the cleaner one is EN with this 1 hour move. But let me just zoom out to the 4 hours so you can see what I mean. So obviously with EN, I was selling off this area here, and as you can see it just took the high again. Obviously if I covered everything, instead of it being, I don't know, 44 pips, it would have been 72. So maybe that might have been the smarter move, but obviously less reward to risk. It is what it is, but now we got a better entry potentially. We have now, if this candle closes below this swing low, then we could be on for a trade. But again, I don't really have the risk to play with. If I want to do EJ, NJ and CJ, then I have to delete one of them and potentially go for one of these. So I need to weigh up the reward to risk possibilities between this and one of the other ones. If I can get a better reward to risk on one of these moves, then maybe I can cancel the one of the lowest ones and then go for this. To try and maximize that out. But yeah, it's very frustrating, but I'm glad now the moves are happening. But it's just, will it happen? Because obviously this needs to break out, and then it obviously needs to retrace and then come down. So will this happen by the end of the year? Who knows? But that's roughly what I'm looking at on EN. But yeah,
I forgot to mention, I got out of AU and USD Chef and GA, okay? Because as soon as that news got released, I just saw price go mental. And then I looked at the DXY and I was like, oh damn, it's crashing. Obviously cancelled my pending on AU. And GA, there's nothing really going on there. Let me just double check. Yeah, GA was just crashing. It was like 300 pips away, so I thought, no, I'm not gonna wait. I'll wait till next year now. Cancel that pending, and on USD CHF, let me just type that in, I'll show you what it is. I cancelled it as well, because obviously if I'm thinking that the dollar's tanking, why would I want to buy the USD against the CHF? It still hasn't triggered yet, but you see what I mean, it's taking my targets first, right? So I said I didn't want it to take these targets first, and what did it do during the news? Bang, took them first. So now I've got no reason for price to go higher. I know I've got these up here, but that liquidation of these highs
I don't want to be a part of it anymore. So obviously cancel that pending, and now I'm just focusing on CJ. So I've got to wait for a retracement. I'm not in this. I know it looks like I am, but I'm not. CJ, EJ, got to wait for a retracement. And what I've noticed is obviously I'm going to go for EN on the 3 hour time frame. Bigger stop loss, but it's a beautiful distribution. So this is the distribution up here. You can see it's now doing exactly what I wanted it to do. It's now made a lower high and it's about to make a lower low in the next 17 seconds. So when this closes below this line, I know the sellers are in control. So what I want to see then is, I'd like to see this. Nice controlled flag up, something like that. Because this is a 1 to 11. If I can get this trade in, which has these really nice targets down here, which makes sense, right? If I can get this 1 to 11, CJ and EJ, right? That's a pass. That's a straight up pass. So if that is possible before the 6th of Jan, and let's just assume I get triggered into them all, because some of them might just run away. The amount of bullishness in those charts, the price could just run away and never come back. And if it does come back, do you want to be a part of it? I've got more trades triggering at the moment. Right? Not triggering me in, but you know, everything's happening now, right? And I understand why. It's just frustrating because it's midway through December. The year's almost over, so you know all this crazy activity. I'm hoping a lot of the setups remain for the following year, so in January we can just go ham. And obviously if I do another challenge in January, it should be a lot easier, because there are so many more opportunities out there to go. But then it comes with its own territory as well as being extra manipulated because it's the new year. So yeah, but so far there's a lot of setups going on, but I can't take them all. So I'm going to stick to these 3 because they look the best, and we'll see what happens. But it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. A lot's going to happen between now and New York Open, and hopefully we get some retracements to our entries, but we'll see. Okay guys, I got some beautiful setups happening. I've got a nice one, right? I've got a few, right? These are all the trades I'm looking at. The DXY is selling off nicely, right? That means we've got a sort of nice setup happening on EU, which is beautiful. I just need to wait for a retracement. It's made more targets. Very nice. I want to take it, but I can't. CAD yen, same again. Beautiful. Made targets, pushed higher, impulse. Everything I want to see is here. Beautiful again. EN, really nice. Probably the best looking one. Came across, liquidated these trendline lows so far, created more beautiful targets, nice impulse area, nice distribution in a logical area at the right time. It's just beautiful. EJ is pushing higher, is running away right now. So I need to wait for this to reverse, but again, beautiful, beautiful trade. I wish I just stayed in and never moved my stop loss, but it is what it is. NJ, beautiful, pushed higher. Made beautiful targets in the logical area. Really like this setup. I just need to wait for it to come back. These are all like 80 odd pips away. NU again took out the lows, is just taking out the highs, so I need to wait for it to retrace back. And Chef again blasted through, taking out these highs, currently making more, so I need to wait for this to retrace back. CAD Chef blew up. I don't really like how it had this fast drop off, but it's still a really nice setup, still logical reasons to go higher. This is a 3 hour time frame, so if I just look at there, have a look at that, it's made targets, exploded up. Really like this. The only thing I don't like is the equal lows at the bottom. GU, like I did a markup on GU, right, and it played out. I just couldn't play it yet, okay? That's the annoying thing, right? Let me just zoom out. Let me show you why I couldn't play it yet. It was because I was waiting for a blast out. I kind of did, but I didn't really. It kind of made nice targets. It made sense. It was accumulating. It did liquidate. the lows and then pushed higher, but not high enough, and then it kind of went up, down, bang, and it hit perfectly this 8-hour candle, this 8-hour zone. It just went up, bang, and moved. But what I wanted to see, I just wanted to see a nice retracement, and it didn't. It just sort of went up and then smashed back down again. If I go to the 1 hour, you can sort of see it went bang, boom. So I got this in on my fib zone. Obviously I didn't execute the trade, but it was a 1 to 5.6, which would be absolutely beautiful. So if it makes more equals up here and gets a nice retracement to the downside, then we could be looking at a nice re-entry. But yeah, that was a really nice trade. Still plenty of room to go up, and makes sense that the DXY is selling off. So GU and EU should be going up, which is what we're seeing. And this is on GJ, so it's consolidating, accumulating, bang, push up. So what I want to do is see it make targets up here somewhere, see if it can get through this daily order block up here. And then I want to see a nice retracement downside. So yeah, these are all the trades I'm looking at. They all look amazing, but I can't take them all. So what I'm finding at the moment is I'm like putting pendings on one trade and then seeing it being like 100 pips away, and then I'm cancelling that trade and putting it on another trade that I like that's closer, because at the end of the day I am on a time scale, so I can't be waiting 3-4 days for a setup to happen when I don't have that. And obviously the situation I'm in, I kind of need to make those positions up. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. It's the situation I've got to be in. So NJ is really nice, but it's 101 pips away. EJ is really nice, but now it's 97 pips away. So it's kind of like, what trades can I get in today that could play out, that gives me more capital to then be able to risk more than 0.5%, to then put that 1% risk on other trades that are like when the retracement actually happens. So that's the sort of game I'm playing at the moment. It's not the best, but it's what I've got to do. But again, plenty of setups, and it's just annoying that it happens on the last month of the year. Yeah, so hopefully, selfishly, none of these moves fully happen until January next year, and then I'll be fine. But I have till Jan the 6th, I believe. Let's just have a little look. I've got till Jan the 4th, right? So probably not the best time. But if I have another challenge by then, if I have most of these setups happening, then we're golden. We're absolutely golden, but I'll keep you guys updated. It is now 10 to 1, so New York is kicking off. So by 1:30 this afternoon, or 12:30, I can't really remember now. Probably 12:30, it's already kicked off. So it makes sense that the markets are now in a retracement. We just have to see what approaches my area first, and then choose that one. Because they're all great, I want to take them all, I can't take them all. But it is what it is. This was a private account, I would have had 0.5% on most of them and see where things go, or 1% on most of them and see where things go. But I don't have that. I only have 2.2% to risk, and that is it. But saying that, if EN works and it's the nicest looking setup at the moment, then that alone is 11%, because I was risking 1% on that and then 0.5% on the other ones that I decide to do. So that alone can and has moved that many pips. It's got to move 580 pips. It has done that within 2 weeks. So I have more than 2 weeks left of the challenge, so can it do that over the Christmas period and give me another free retake? But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm starving, I need food. Okay guys, so I've been triggered in EN. It's in drawdown at the moment, it's literally just triggered. It could be going to that 1 hour candle. If it is, then great, to fill the imbalance. I could have got a tighter stop on this, but tighter entry, but the 3 hour just made more sense to me, and I'll explain to you in a sec. But all the other trades are now coming down into my entry zone. So N Chef is 30 pips away, and NJ is 37 pips away. But the only thing I'm thinking about now is I've got 2 pendants on NZD for buy. So should I mix it up? Do a 1 buy for E, one buy for Euro, 1 buy for New Zealand, and maybe 1 buy for CAD. You know? Let me just show you what I mean. So NZD Chef, this is a pending, looks good, nice targets, made a higher low, broke this high, made nice targets, got obvious places and imbalance to go after that. What have we got? NZD JPY, again, really nice targets, came down, compressed, below divergence, pushed up, higher low, broke this high, made nice targets. And EN at the moment, let me show you EN. So EN, see, I just really liked this 3 hour candle up here. It just really nice to me, makes nice sense, beautiful targets. Let me show you the 1 hour where I think it could be going to. So it could be going to this, zoom in, could be going to that 1 hour there. Reason being is because obviously there's imbalance here, but I kind of just wanted to play this white box is my kill zone. So I just wanted to play the kill zone, and what it lined up with was the 3 hour candle. So that's what I like to do. I don't like to overcomplicate things. But yeah, if it goes to that 1 hour, great. If it wins, even better. But it is what it is now. I'm in the hands of the markets. I can't really do much else. I just got to sit on my hands and wait to see what happens. The only thing that I'm debating now is obviously I've got 1 buy on Euro and obviously 2 pendings on NZD, so I might mix it up a bit just to play it extra safe. But yeah, see what happens in a bit. I'll keep you guys updated. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so probably till 5 o'clock this afternoon, then we'll probably get a proper update of what's actually going on. What we do have though that can be causing the volatility in the markets is obviously the Bank of England have put up their interest now. So interest was 0.1 and now it's 0.25. So interest rates have gone up. This could mean, I think it could possibly mean a strength in the pound. If that does happen, then it explains everything that's been going on, especially with GU and things like that. It's just been shooting up. So yeah, I think interest rates go up, the strength goes up, I believe. If I'm wrong, or if it's another theory of it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated in a sec. Okay guys, so I've gone in for EJ, still haven't triggered yet. EJ's about 15 pips away. And I've gone in for E-Chef, which is roughly 19 pips away. So I really like the looks of these trades. They've got far to go. So overall, right, I'm seeing this as a giant liquidity pool, right? With obvious reasons to go higher, and now we're starting to make that move. We've got high, low, higher, high, boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm thinking, right? But if I win all these trades, I've passed somehow. But this does have to do 191 pips. EJ does have to do 329 pips. And EN has to do 580. So the likelihood of these trades moving that amount of pips before January the 4th is very unlikely. But if it gives me enough to pass, as in get a free retake, that's good for me. But until then, so far, EN is doing well. It's up £539 at the moment, which is good. But yeah, so to see what happens next, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is near London close. It is 20 to 5 in the evening. So yeah, I'm just going to sit on my hands now, let things play out, and update you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.